Throughout her journey with Frieren and Stark, Frieren had gone through a number of trials and tribulations. Yet, whether it was against Aura or even her own clone, Frieren never actually seemed like she was being seriously challenged or forced to go all out. At least, that is until the party arrived at the Golden Land. Needless to say, this video will contain spoilers for the Golden Land arc, and the one time we saw Frieren in danger of losing in the present day. Like with Aura, Frieren essentially tricked the demon into miscalculating her mana, allowing her to tip the scales of obedience in her favor. When it came to her clone, Frieren was able to count on Frieren to draw out her weakness. Frieren always appeared to be in control during these challenges, yet that would not be the case with the nameless greater demon she encountered in the Golden Land. Frieren's party had gone to the Golden Land and ended up joining Denkin in his quest to defeat the last stage of destruction, Mocked of Golden Land, and undo the curse placed on his homeland, which turned everything into gold. It's there where the Great Demon Solitär made her appearance known to Mocked, wanted to witness how his ideal for coexistence with humanity would conclude. Frieren first saw her in Mock's memories and made sure to warn Stark and Frieren to run away if they ever encountered a nameless Great Demon. If humanity has no knowledge of them, then what that most likely means is that they killed every human they encountered. Frieren needed at least 2 months to figure out how to dispel Dia Gold's Moor. Sorry if I butchered that. Meanwhile, Solitar spent the next 2 months analyzing the barrier around the city. When she broke it, the curse began to spread, and she first encountered Frieren and Stark, who were there to hold her off. Even though Solitar was an unknown greater demon to them, they stayed to fight her, and Frieren even managed to land a direct hit on Solitar's shoulder, which could have been fatal if it had struck her heart. However, their battles interrupted when Frieren and Stark are turned into gold by the spreading of the curse. Solitar walks off and is just in time to stop Denkin from fleeing. However, rather than being killed by her attack, Denkin allows himself to be affected by Mock's spell and turn into indestructible gold. Even Frieren herself is turned into gold before she could finish analyzing Mock's memories. Even though their targets have been turned into gold, Solitar does feel something is off due to investigation on Aura's defeat. She is almost certain that Frieren will be able to find a way to dispel Dia Gold's through observation and analyzing Mock's memories. Her hunch is indeed correct, as Frieren does dispel the gold on her once the analysis is complete. She frees Denkin first, before they're tracked down by Mocked and Solitar. She introduces herself to Frieren, but Frieren doesn't care at all. Unfortunately, Frieren needs a bit more time to analyze the Golden Land itself in order to dispel everything, and prepares to fight the 2 greater demons. Although Frieren can respect Mock's ideals, he's too dangerous to let escape the Golden Land. Since Denkin wishes to face Mocked, Frieren chooses to crush Solitar instead. Their battle begins with Solitar using a rapid-fire attack to force Frieren away from Denkin and the Golden Land. Frieren has her hands full just fending off attacks and trying to counter, while Solitar has no problem moving around freely. Solitar knows humans are great at working together, which is why she separated Denkin and Frieren. However, Frieren is confident Denkin will be able to win, so she won't help him, and will instead focus on Solitar. At first, Solitar thinks there's no way a human mage could defeat Mock, but quickly remembers that carelessness and arrogance are fatal flaws among demons. Realizing that the smartest option would be to quickly kill Frieren and go assist Mock, Solitar decides to go all out. Immediately she casts her most powerful spell and sends Frieren flying. Solitar has studied so many spells, but found that this simple spell that discharges mana is the easiest way to kill someone. Enemies with a large amount of mana tend to be built stronger, so Solitar decides to keep blasting Frieren until she stops moving. Even though Frieren can tell there isn't much difference in their mana, Solitar's control is on another level. Her attacks are so dense that they're easily breaking through Frieren's defensive spells. Against Solitar, Frieren understands the troublesome situation she's in. She can't take too many hits, a well-placed strike could kill her instantly, and worst of all, the mana in Solitar's defense is just as dense. Almost all of Frieren's offensive spells are being negated now. Her mana control being this solid and accurate without need for any incantations is actually insane, for even someone like Frieren, who then takes another direct hit. After the smoke clears, Frieren is on the ground with her hair completely down, and blood on her face. She really hates demons she's never heard of, and believes at this rate Solitar is gonna overwhelm her. This is perhaps the worst state we've seen Frieren up to this point in the present day. However, Solitar just continues yapping, telling Frieren to give up, and now she knows Frieren is limiting her mana. Frieren just says Solitar yaps too much, and seems like the type to not keep a secret. Yet, Solitar has not told anyone about her mana control yet, since no one would probably believe her. Frieren's mana control is just that good. On the other hand, keeping that secret under wraps is another reason for Frieren to kill Solitar here and now. She fires off another Hellfire spell, but Solitar protects herself while saying how Frieren was also good at mana control. She even lets Frieren know that the wand on her shoulder was Frieren's doing, and that her friends worked well together. Frieren is proud of them but also figures the golden statues now. However, Solitar tells Frieren that she actually killed both of them. Of course, other than her eyes widening slightly, Frieren doesn't react much, as she instead just says that she was hoping they'd remember what she told them about running from greater demons. Solitar used this brief opportunity to attack Frieren at point blank range, but Frieren simply raises her hand and blasts Solitar away. She used Solitar's own attack against her, realizing that it is indeed a simple spell. Although Solitar is extremely damaged by it, she laughs and is amazed by Frieren. She's had many discussions and done many experiments, but this is the first time that she's engaged in mortal combat. Right after Solitar says that, she quickly gets in front of Frieren to attack, but Frieren dodges and counters. Then they go back and forth, throwing blasts at each other. Neither of them can get the upper hand, but Frieren knows she won't be able to trade strikes with Solitar forever. Fortunately, Solitar is one to keep yapping, giving Frieren more time to think. Solitar is aware of humanity's wisdom, courage, and strength to hunt her down. When that time comes, she'll beg and cry for her life. If Frieren is the one to kill her, she wants to know what Frieren's thoughts will be. Frieren has heard demons begging for their lives countless of times, so it doesn't affect her. Solitar sees this as Frieren becoming a monster in her own way, by ignoring the pleas of those with a human face. Frieren can tell Solitar understands human psychology more than any demon she ever met. However, at this point, it's just like Solitar is provoking a caged animal to get a reaction. At the very least, Frieren is grateful she knows for sure her opponent is a cruel demon. When Frieren dodges another attack, Solitar can tell Frieren is keeping her distance and stalling for time now. Frieren just uses Zoltrak on her, which is also blocked. Solitar then mentions that Qual would be delighted by the spread of Zoltrak across humanity. Frieren wonders how she even knows Qual was killed though. Solitar answers vaguely by saying people told her about it. People Frieren may have known. Hearing that agitates Frieren, because it's a tactic demons use to get her to decipher what was said. Solitar especially chooses her words carefully, like getting Frieren to question how many people she killed for the purpose of her studies. Although Zoltrak has been implemented in humanity's magic system, it doesn't take that much time for someone like Solitar to analyze, and even less time to deal with. It should be clear Zoltrak doesn't work on her, but the wand on Solitar's shoulder has been attracting Frieren's attention for a while, leading her to try firing a highly concentrated Zoltrak. While Frieren is correct in her choice of attack, Solitar has already seen it once, thanks to Fern, and is able to counter it with a shield made of mana. However, the fact that Solitar had to block it means there's a chance Zoltrak could still break through. This will require Frieren to catch her off guard, and unfortunately, Fern is not there with her. She remembers Solitar saying that she killed Fern and Stark, and Frieren has no reason to think she was lying. Solitar is just that powerful. Yet, Frieren has no time to be lost in thought anymore, and knows that Himmel the hero will believe in his comrades till the very end. Raising her staff, Frieren decides it's alright to take a gamble every once in a while. Then suddenly, Frieren uses a spell, and the gold across the entire land is suddenly removed. With her analysis complete, Frieren has successfully returned the golden land back to normal. Solitar is astonished that Frieren was analyzing the golden land while fighting her at the same time. Solitar then questions why Frieren would do such a thing, as even if it helps Denkin in his battle, it doesn't help Frieren here. However, Solitar suddenly comes to a realization, but it's too late, as Frieren says it's over, right before Solitar is shot right through the chest with Zoltrak. Looking back, it's none other than Fern, who had been freed from the gold. Frieren had gambled that Fern was still alive and won. Fern had used a super long distance shot from outside the range of mana detection, which amazed even the dying Solitar. Frieren remembers how Himmel defeated Bozé the Immortal in a similar way. The demon had only been paying attention to Frieren and had underestimated the rest of them. His biggest mistake was looking down on humanity. A fatal mistake Solitar is shocked she made. Solitar still thinks an ending like this is fitting, but Frieren questions if she's still gonna beg for her life. Solitar questions if that's actually what Frieren wants, but the elf just says no, and blasts Solitar one last time, seemingly killing her for good. Although Solitar lost, she was certainly Frieren's toughest opponent in the modern era. She challenged Frieren mentally and physically through her tactical yapping and mana control that surpassed Frieren herself in some ways. Frieren had to game on Solitar lying about killing Fern. If Fern was killed, she would have had a very difficult time trying to catch Solitar off guard on her own. At the very least, by dispelling the gold, Denkin would have still been able to land the fatal blow unmocked, and maybe go assist Frieren somehow. So I guess either way, Solitar probably loses due to outside interference. An argument could be made that Frieren had separated her focus to dispel the gold, which is why she didn't defeat Solitar faster. However, if Frieren really was confident in quickly beating Solitar, she wouldn't have resorted to the gamble to get Fern's assistance in the first place. That just goes to show how dangerous Solitar is, and why she was the toughest opponent Frieren had to face in the modern era. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. I decided to start the new year with new content, so let me know what y'all think of this video in the comments, and as always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video and want to see some more Frieren content, please drop a like and subscribe. I also got some more videos here you can check out for now. Peace.